the Black Cat, nigga. You better. Some niggas don't even call him Mike. They call him the Black Cat.
But you just switched the whole narrative to something else. You know that, right?
No, LeBron is not better than Jordan. That's the whole moral of the story. Let's get this shit out right now.
At my crib, I got baddies galore. They just blow all the rats on couture. On the beach, we just chill by the shore. I need MTV Chris for a tour.
But yeah, NBA bubble talk. So it's getting real. Heat looking like they about to sweep. LA just dropped game 1.
I think they won.
Raptors bounced back into it. 2-2.
I think Milwaukee just won, if I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. So they putting up a little bit of a fight.
Yeah, they won by a couple points.
They put up a little bit of a fight. So what we think about the bubble? What we seen so far?
You know what I think? Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Chuck.
I wanna vent about the Lakers a little bit, man. What the fuck is going on? Like, Anthony Davis should really be scoring 60 points a game, man. Can you tell me why every time this guy's getting a ball on the block and James Harden is covering him one-on-one, why he's not just drop stepping every single time?
Because they're friends. That's why.
It's got to be something, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense why he didn't have 40 that game. I'm like, I saw him take 4 turnaround jumpers in a row during a sequence in the fucking third quarter. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing, man? I don't understand.
I think it's game 1. You know, they got to figure it out, especially because
you know what's crazy too? And LeBron let him do it. LeBron ain't stopped. And LeBron let him do it.
But you know what? LeBron and whatever his team is, they always drop game 1. So I'm not even really concerned about it. You know,
but LeBron don't even look like he's engaged in the playoffs. He had no points in the fourth quarter. Like,
none.
Like, what is happening here? There's just
nigga was acting his age.
Like, and then he was just walking down, like, taking like 40 footers for no reason. And we're like, yo, like, what are you doing?
You know what I think though? I think that this shit is so theatrical to LeBron that he almost lays down for a first game just to make it like climactical, like, you know, to build the climb. You know what I mean? Because LeBron that game looked crazy. It didn't even look like a playoff game to me.
It didn't.
Well, you know, the first game is just the game that you got to figure everything out. You know, it's the scouting game where you see.
I will say,
what more do you need to know?
And the Lakers did have a lot of rest.
Yeah, they're small. Right. Like, they're small. You should be out rebounding.
Yo, oh my god. You have 3 biggest niggas in the league. Yeah. Like, I didn't even understand that. When I seen they lost, I just turned that shit off, bro. Like, what?
Well, Houston got hurt. Like, you can't underestimate
Houston ain't got shit. Houston, the next team Houston face, guaranteed somebody's gonna put it. If they beat the Lakers by some slim chance, guaranteed whoever they play gonna put a smacking on them in the next round. Smacking.
Because think about it. Like, even if it's Denver or the Clippers, right? Like, Jokic looks like a fucking beast down low. Like, there's no way.
And the Clippers is Montrez in them. Hell no.
Yeah, no, they ain't playing that.
Kawhi's been scoring 40 points in the paint
and their depth, you crazy. Kawhi's gonna be right on that nigga James Harden.
Yeah.
Clamp.
Oh, for sure.
The Lakers should really just be embarrassed, man. They should really, really be embarrassed with.
And Paul George is gonna be guarding Westbrook, and that's gonna be an easy 20-point every game. 20-point victory every 4 games. It's gonna be clamps. I don't foresee that happening though, because I see like LeBron and them, they're gonna turn it up. They're not gonna.
You know, he's historically dropped game 1, so I'm not even concerned.
He's historically lost in the playoffs a lot. Don't get me started. But all that MJ,
Listen,
LeBron.
No. Hold on. First off, LeBron has put forth the single greatest playoff performance ever by any player.
Facts.
By any player ever.
Facts.
Period.
Any player.
His last year for the Cavs, that wasn't an all-time great performance, like one of the greatest ever. Are you kidding me?
It was pretty good, but
pretty good. Oh my God, they were supposed to lose to every team they played.
Now he biased. He gonna stick with it. He biased.
Nigga, you're never gonna tell me. You're never gonna tell me.
We spent all year saying that they don't belong there.
Hold on. You're never gonna tell me that LeBron had a better playoff performance than Michael Jordan. I've seen too many Jordan games with my own eyes. I've watched too much ESPN Classic.
You saw a lot of teams with a lot of Hall of Famers. You ain't see a team like LeBron's when it's just him.
And going through
that
he went through.
Early.
No.
We talking about the last year when Kyrie was going to Boston.
Yeah,
that's what we talking about.
Kevin Love was hurt.
Man, come on.
Are you kidding
me?
me?
Nobody did that. That nigga was playing shit off the glass. Call it game. Like it's nah, bro.
Nah.
We ain't never seen no averaging triple doubles in the finals. Like,
I don't. That's not better than Jordan's 63 game against the Celtics when he even though it was in a losing effort.
Roy, that's one game. We talking about a whole playoffs.
And then can we talk about game one?
A whole playoffs?
So he's averaging a triple double.
Yeah.
What about all right? So all of those performances is better than the fucking Jordan performances for the last 3 rings he had.
We talking about in the playoffs as a whole.
I'm talking about in the playoffs. That's how he kept getting ring one after the other after the other. So what are you talking about? Like
we're saying over the course of each round, that individual's performance.
Okay. All right. We can agree to disagree. I just don't think.
I love Mike, but Mike ain't average no triple double.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, with nothing.
You know why?
Nothing.
You know why he didn't average triple double? Because that's when niggas used to hit you and it hurt and they not get called. And you know why he didn't average a triple double? Because that's when niggas really played defense. That's why. But you know what he did?
So why was Magic Johnson able to average?
He didn't average no triple double.
He did damn near close.
Damn near close because that's Magic running showtime.
Right, and it's the same error, but you can't make that excuse.
Mike had the killer instinct, nigga. Yeah, you better ask niggas about Mike. You better ask niggas about Mike, the black cat, nigga. You better ask. Some niggas don't even call him Mike. They call him the black cat.
But you just switched the whole narrative to something else. You know that, right?
No, LeBron is not better than Jordan. That's the whole moral of the story. Let's get this shit out right now. And let's save it. LeBron is not better than Jordan. LeBron is he's a great player. He's not better than Jordan. You know why? Because
you're right. You're right. Because
we never said he was better than Jordan. We just said he had a better playoff performance. That's all.
I don't believe that to be true. That just I seen that year, and I was like, all right, cool.
Nigga said, all right, nigga hitting
there's no way.
Glass. All right, LeBron.
Yeah.
All right, you averaging triple doubles. All right.
Coming up, dropping 50 points
so
that's how that nigga was.
You know why? I was like, all right, because that season I was a OKC fan, and I was riding with Westbrook, because that's after the other tall dude left. So, you know what I mean? So when he left, I was riding with Westbrook when Westbrook was going triple-double crazy. And everybody was acting like, everybody had something to say when my man was doing it. So I know he didn't have the greatest playoff performance that season. But, you know what I mean? LeBron, he's playing in the East, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
see,
that was a setup. It's really not fair to just say come on when everybody all year said this Cavs team, they don't belong in the playoffs, they're not gonna win any playoffs games.
They're in the finals.
It was in Miami. He had D-Wade, Chris Paul.
See, he jumped into other shit, so that shows you we can't even do this right here.
I believe it alone.
He's jumping over the other shit.
Shout out to his playoff run. That was a good playoff run. It was. That got him a chip, right? That got him a chip. That's the one that got him a chip.
At my crib, I got baddies galore. They just blow the rest on couture. On the beach, we just chill by the shore. I need MTV Chris Roy tour.